Now, I want to mention something that came up this week and caused a huge stir in Europe, and that was some comments from Donald Trump about NATO. And, you know, if countries aren't going to spend their 2% of the GDP on defense, you know, to meet the threshold of NATO, then Russia can do what the hell they want. And this sent Europe into a bit of a meltdown, and people are pulling out contingency plans. And I think he was just maybe speaking without sort of really thinking about what he was saying. I would like to think, but what is your view on what he said? Are we going to see, if he becomes president, are we going to see an end to NATO as we know it? What impact is this going to have on Europe and the Western Balkans?
I mean, if you take his statements and look also at the other statements he made at the same speech, you could see that he was just catering to the crowd. It is a very local crowd within the United States that he was catering to. And he was definitely not thinking when he was saying this, because it is so stupid that I don't even know how to talk about that. Because, of course, if you take the mutual assistance out of NATO, NATO does not make any sense anymore. Mm-hmm. So this assistance system has to be absolutely in place. Otherwise, really, that's the core business of NATO, and kind of to try to scratch this out, that is something that does not work and does not fly. But I think this was, of course, part of campaigning and real stupidity, like many other things he mentioned in that speech. But on the other side, of course, sometimes I'm quite happy when we are shaken awake and say we have to deal also with our own security to some extent, and not only rely on the United States. And some countries are definitely doing it. When we are seeing today what, for example, a country like Poland or the Baltic countries, in part also far too late and very slowly Germany and some other countries are doing to kind of ramp up their own security, put the security question more into the center, I think that is something which is quite important and sometimes quite healthy when there's a bit of a shake-up, and be more aware of the problems there are and get to it. The 2% is not written in stone. It is just something that should be reached, and I do generally agree with the concept that 2% of the budget should be reached for defense and for security. Wherever it's possible, some countries just cannot do it. I'm quite aware of that, but many countries could do better than they are currently doing. And some countries have shown how it can really work, like, for example, Poland or the Baltic countries, or also Germany to some extent.
Yeah, I'm with you. I do think it was something he said without really realizing, but I think it was good, because now everyone's going, oh no, we need to spend more. We need to ramp up domestic production of our own weapons. We need to increase our defense. We need to work together more.